In this segment, we're going to take a look at defining a site in Dreamweaver, and we're going to look at it in light of the bug that was introduced by Windows Vista Service Pack 2 and Windows Vista 7, or Windows 7. And so I'll just walk you through this and I'll explain the problem as we go. I want to define a site in Dreamweaver. So I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to open Dreamweaver. You'll see Dreamweaver open on my screen here in just a moment. And I can define a site from a number of different places. I can click Manage Site over in the Files panel. I can go up to Site, New Site. And also, before I continue with this, I want you to see that I am in Dreamweaver Classic. So I've gone in here and I've chosen Classic from the many different views that I now configure Dreamweaver in. So I'm going to go ahead and I'll just click on Site, New Site. And the name of the site, the site name is really for you. This is not something that is uploaded to the web server. So it can have capital letters and it can have spaces in it. And I happen to be working on a site here for Alaska Parks. Now in this next to the local root folder, I'm on the site definition for Alaska Parks, the advanced tab. I put in the site name, the local root folder. The local root folder, this is on my local PC. Where are these files going to be stored? So where will the files be stored? So I'm going to browse out. I have created a file on my folder on my desktop. It's last name, F, which is going to be last name, student's last name, student's first initial. And I'll open it. I'll open Parks. Now I want my root site to be inside the Parks folder. Since I'm inside the Parks folder, it says select up here, it says Parks, but when I come down to the bottom it says select last name. And this is a new bug. It affects all versions of Dreamweaver from what I heard from Adobe. And it was introduced with Windows Vista Service Pack 2 and Windows 7. So I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to show you how to fix this, but right now I'm just going to go ahead and say select. And remember, I want my files to be stored inside the folder named Parks. Here's the first part of my path. It's users, my name, my desktop, the name of my folder. So I'm just going in back of that slash and I'll put in Parks. Now I'm going to do the same thing for the default images folder. I'm going to go inside the images, and you see now that I'm inside the images it says select Parks. When I select, I'm going to come in back of it and I'll type in the word images. That's where I want this my images to be located. And I'm going to leave the links relative to the document. I'm not entering a HTTP address at this time. I'm simply creating a website on my desktop. But I had to key in these folder names because this is a bug that has been introduced by Windows Vista 7 Service Pack 2, or excuse me, Windows Vista Service Pack 2 and Windows 7. So I'll just say go OK, and now I'm going to see the name of my site in my site panel. I'll see the name of my site, I'll see my images folder, and I will see the 3 pages that I have located within my Parks folder. So that's just a simple workaround that you can use to define a site knowing that this bug exists. That's the end of this segment.